You've been told hard work is the key to success. What if the people working 2 jobs and pulling night shifts are missing a hidden lever? They'd be thriving, yet they're stuck. You've done everything right, put in the hours, stayed consistent, and it still feels like you're getting nowhere. This video shows you why, and more importantly, how to fix it. Because if you don't make this shift soon, you risk spending your best years climbing the wrong mountain. After this video, you'll grasp the one shift that can unlock your full potential. So if you want real progress, stop copying other people's paths and start moving in a direction that actually works for you. We grow up believing effort equals reward. Push hard enough, long enough, and eventually you'll be seen, chosen, elevated, but that rule is ready to be broken. Instead of freeing us, this myth traps more people than it helps. A creator posts daily for 3 years, never missing a week, but their growth stays flat. That's moral labor in action, and it flatlines your growth because the world doesn't reward self-sacrifice. It rewards leverage. Right now, someone with less experience, fewer hours, and no fancy credentials is pulling ahead, not because they're better, but because they stopped following rules that don't work anymore. They're not burning themselves out. They're building things that compound. They've found leverage, and until you do the same, your effort will stay flatlined. The longer you chase moral points for how hard you try, the longer you delay the clarity that could actually change your life. Next, we'll map out the hidden pattern that makes all the difference. So, if work harder isn't the answer, what is? It's alignment. Working with yourself, not against yourself. Because most people aren't lazy. They're misaligned. They're pouring energy into systems that don't fit how they naturally move. That's why you need to find your power archetype, your default leverage pattern. It's how you naturally create momentum. Here are 4. One of these is probably you. The overthinker. You're analytical. You like to be right, but you hesitate to act. Your leverage comes from systems and strategy. You don't need to get louder. You need to get scalable. Codify what you know. Build tools that remove you from the equation. That coder doesn't need a personal brand. They need a product. The social engine. You're magnetic. People say yes to you. Your leverage is relational. Skip the job ladder. Build the room. Create value by creating trust. Don't wait to be picked. Pick yourself by collaborating. The quiet master. You're focused. You like deep work. Your leverage is intellectual property. Create things once that pay you forever. Courses, software, evergreen content. You don't need more noise. You need a timeless asset. The chaos pilot. You move fast. You trust your gut. Structure slows you down. So stop fighting that. Your leverage is speed and intuition. Think sales, trends, live formats, flipping, fast feedback loops, quick wins, high energy games. When you lean into the right kind of work, the kind that fits who you are, progress starts to feel natural. You stop second guessing. You start building clarity, momentum, and confidence. Which archetype feels most like you? Or name the one that makes the most sense for you. Drop it in the comments. Clarity starts with naming it. Let's take a breath and reframe this. Hard work is not equal to success. The system rewards alignment. Finding the work that amplifies your strengths. Real progress doesn't come from more sacrifice. It comes from clarity, knowing where your unique leverage lives. So instead of asking, am I doing enough? Ask, am I doing the kind of work that moves the needle for me? That's how you stop spinning your wheels and start building traction. Most people stay stuck not because they lack drive, but because they're focused on proving themselves instead of progressing. Shifting that mindset is the key. It's not about effort in every direction. It's about precision in the right one. Clarity removes friction. It turns scattered effort into focused energy. When you stop trying to be everything, you give yourself permission to be effective. Now here's what to do next. Pick your archetype and start reverse engineering how it wins. That's the first real step, because once you know your leverage, you can build around it with intention. Revisit your past wins. What kind of energy created them? What came easily to you but felt hard for others? That's your trailhead. Follow it. You've just seen why hard work without alignment keeps you stuck, and why finding your natural leverage is the real unlock. But even once you find that leverage, how do you turn it into consistent action that reshapes who you are? Watch this next video to discover the real psychology of habit building, so your identity catches up with your ambition and change finally sticks.